to our systematic educational trading channel. So today I'm going to be talking about some crazy systems, so stick around to the end to see it in action and see how it unravels. It's a very simple system, but hey, it's only for brave souls. So believe me, it's not that easy to trade, but still it's a crazy system. So once again, welcome to our systematic trading channel. We provide videos pretty much every week. At least for now. Maybe we'll do it faster in the future, but stick around and subscribe if you haven't so done. And let me dive in. But before I dive in, once again, because especially I'm talking about this crazy system today, do not try to do it just what I'm saying. Do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. No, I'm advising you to actually trade it that way. So be conscious about it and do your own due diligence before you trade anything that we actually put on this channel. Okay. Now, here's the idea. The idea that I always had brewing in my head. How do I look at something which always degrades in performance, and how can I actually utilize it to my advantage? So if you looked at the VXX, which is the VIX proxy, it's the ETF, which basically tracks of the VIX, and VIX is the fear index, and fear index goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So if you look at it more closely, you will see that in reality, it continues to fall and fall and fall. It's not that the VIX itself falls. No, it's not that point. The point is that because of the futures and the way how it handles, if you have more questions, by the way, write to me, I can explain a little bit more. It just falls all the time, the VXX ETF itself. So it underperforms year after year after year. And you can see how it can perform a lot from the hypothetical $600 to the current $42. Basically, we can utilize this notion to our advantage. When the panic subsides, eventually we can get a lot of money out of it. So what can we do? Well, my idea was, okay, how about we will capitalize on this downtrend? But how do we do that? So I was doing it for quite a while on the discretionary basis. So I was looking for some panic in the market. When the panic unravels, I would short the VXX. Yes, it's risky. That's why I'm saying it's only for brave souls. I was short the ETF. And then I would sit on it, hoping that it will go down. And obviously, it always goes down. But at some point, it can continue to go up. So you never know when to get in exactly and when to get out exactly. So I was always trying to understand, what can I do? Well, I finally used the systematic approach. In 2024, I created this system. I'm just sharing it with you right now, but I created the system and I actually used it in my personal trading with pretty much almost the same rules that I'm displaying to you. So nothing to hide, just because this instrument is so liquid that I think we all can benefit from it. But the idea is that we will short the VXX, same as in discretion trading, but I need to find out the rules of when to get in, when to get out. Okay. Now, here's the system. We only have three rules. We will use the VXX as our symbol, as our ticker. We will short it if it drops during the day below the yesterday's low. That's pretty much it, right? So below yesterday's low, if it drops, we get in. But once we get in, we're not trying to get in every single day. We will just hold it either during the day. We are stopped out on 10% intraday the first time we got in, basically, or the very next day and the following days. What we will use is we will use our 20% trailing stop as the profit taking stop. So it's not really, there is no actual profit target. It's just we're trailing behind with a 20% trailing stop. So as it falls down and down and down, we have our exit sitting up top and trailing behind. And if it rallies for some reason, because of some additional panic or something like that, we're going to get stopped out. This is it. Only three rules. Okay? Here's the crazy part. If you look closely, this system can make a lot of money in a short period of time. This is the red line, is S&P 500, and this brownish line, yellow brownish line, is the equity curve. It's a keep in mind, it's back-tested curve. It's not the actual curve, but back-tested curve. But if you look a little bit closer, why, as I said, it's not that easy to trade. Look at the drawdown, 67%. You can see that sometimes it can drop a lot when there is a panic materializing in the market. But my average wins are twice as much, 2.5 times bigger than my average losses. And in the last, what is it, from 2009 till now, it has 245 trades. So it trades not too much, but not too little either. So this is yearly, and you can see that sometimes it can make a lot of money in a short period of time, as I said. Like 2019, 103%. 2012, 90%. 2013, 96%. But at the same time, it can drop a lot as well. 49% in 2018, 36% in 2022. So you can see that on a monthly basis, it's a roller coaster ride, right? Like last December, it would lost money, but last November, it would have made a lot of money in a very short period of time. So it's a roller coaster ride. That's why it's only for brave people, and that's why you don't want to trade a lot of it. But the whole idea is, it doesn't have any problems. Yes, when there is a panic, the VXX goes through the roof, and because we're shorting, we have unlimited, basically, way to lose. That's why we have the trailing stop, which is intraday trailing stop, which is unusual for my trading style of trading. This is the time when I actually use intraday trailing stop. So I want to get stopped out. I would rather get stopped out than trying to see the VIX going from VXX going from 40 all the way to 400 in one day, because there is some kind of a panic. Okay, but still, because of this, the drawdowns are deep and they can materialize quite sharply on you. Also, it's possible that when you are like, yay, I'm going to get in finally, everything is aligning, well, the shorts might not be available. So keep that in mind, that every once in a while, the VXX, even the VXX may not have shorts available. It's not that easy to trade psychologically, meaning that when you're looking at it, how it goes up and down with that roller coaster ride, it's not that easy to trade. So it has to be only one of the many systems that you have in your portfolio. Just keep that in mind. But pros to trade, well, it makes a lot of money in a short time, as I said. It makes a lot of money in the long run. It's just the nature of the system. It's not doing what exactly the market is doing. So from that perspective, it does provide very nice returns every once in a while when the market is kind of like, going sideways, but this one can go a lot in your favor. Same it can do on the bottom side, like when it goes a lot against your favor, but still, it's just a very nice system. So can it be improved? And if you look closer again, I will just jump back immediately to the system. What it has is the sharp drops when the market drops as well at the same time. So, using the same long-term trend following approach, so can it be improved? We can add market filter and semi-improve the system. So here is the addition of one extra rule. If the market filter, meaning that is S&P 500 itself, is trading below 100-day simple moving average, then we do not enter into any trade in this system. We only enter as long as the market itself is trading above 200-day moving average. And the main reasons for it, so to avoid all those bear market conditions. So, as you can see, it improved us in essence that our drawdowns are not as big as before. My win-loss ratio has actually grew as well. My average trade and average win is pretty much, as I said, a little bit better because of my win-loss ratio. I don't have as many trades as before, but my returns are almost the same as before. So, in my opinion, it's improvement. So as an example, here's my yearly. Yes, I don't have the 100% returns as we had before, as you remember. Now it's more double digit, but high double digits too. So it's still crazy performing system. And as you can see again, it can still be a roller coaster ride. Even with this improvement, it's still a big roller coaster ride on month-to-month basis. You can imagine how it can be on a week-to-week basis. So it could be like really jumpy up and down, up and down. But, so from psychological perspective, it's not that easy to trade. So please do not try to trade it on its own as its own sole system. Even in my discretion trading, I never traded a huge position on VXX. Just keep it in mind. It's just one of my smallest positions that I had, but I was trying to capitalize on things that I can try to capitalize. So same idea, I trade this system on a small position in my total portfolio. In my total portfolio of all the 54, 55 systems that I have right now at the moment as of this video. So keep that in mind. So do not try to trade it on its own. And because it's a short, you need to know exactly what you're doing. Which leads me to, if you have any questions, please write to our email, info@tradingsystems.com. And if you want to talk about how to create more systems like this, or how to combine them together, which is the most important part, because we're not actually system traders or systematic traders which are doing one system at a time. What we are actually, we call ourselves as systems, a suite of systems traders. So we combine multiple systems together, and that's how we get the most out of our portfolio. So if you want to know what it means and how it works, book a call. There's no price to pay for it. It's only your time, obviously, and my time too. But on that call, I can tell you exactly how it can be applicable to your situation and how it can work in your world, same as it works in my world. So please make sure to write to me or to our email address of info@systems.com and book the call if you are really curious of how it all works. So I'll leave you up to it and explore our site as well a little bit more. So if you go to thetradingsystem.com just in case before you want to apply. But I would really strongly suggest for you to book the call. So till next week and good luck. Let me know how this goes.